Tonight, 8 Eastern, softball's on BYU TV. You can watch Ashlee Robinson and the Cougars take on Santa Clara. Also, Cougar baseball's on BYU Radio, 6 Eastern. You can listen to Game 2 of the 3-game series against 24th-ranked Pepperdine. Ashlee's husband is a third baseman on the team, Dillon.
Yeah, they got a big win
Pepperdine
last night, 1-0.
Last night. What did he tell you about the win last night? 1-0.
Yeah, he was really excited. It was a really good team win, and he was happy that they got that first win against a really good team.
Those are all the cliches he told you. What did he really tell you, Ashlee? Man, we own those fools.
Yeah,
Malibu is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Something like that?
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
Ashlee Robinson, third baseman for the BYU women's softball team. As Jarom mentioned, your husband is a third baseman. I asked Dillon during a BYU baseball broadcast while he was injured, who's the better third baseman? And he said, oh, she is.
Yeah, he always says that, but he's lying. He's way too humble.
Does he go home and talk trash?
Yes, no, he's way too humble.
That's the correct answer. Like whether you think that or not, you have to play that card. No, but really, who's the better one?
Definitely him.
Oh, definitely him?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that's why you two work. Okay.
I want to ask you about the difference of the hot corner in softball versus baseball, because you're 60 feet away as opposed to 90. Yet it's a bigger ball, and what's the difference in the way that you play third base versus him?
I think definitely the difference is we have slappers in softball and they don't. So I get
a
lot of
lefty that's kind of like he throws in the box, kind of gets out of the box.
Yeah, runs a little bit towards first base, and so that gives me a lot more ground balls that are really up close compared to him, who usually is just getting somebody like a right-hander that's turning on a ball and stuff. So
Plus,
BYU, go ahead.
Shorter amount to get to first, so you've got to be that much quicker.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
A third.
Yeah.
Shorter.
BYU softball beats Tennessee and Oregon. Oregon is the top-ranked team in the country. Yet you have some losses that are kind of head scratchers. What has been the deal with beating those top level teams, but then not having the consistency to get it done against some of those lower tier teams?
Just making sure that we come out to play no matter who it is, and we have that fight versus those big teams, and we just have to make sure that we continue to fight that hard, even though if it is a smaller team or somebody that we should be beating.
What have those wins meant to you as a program, and what kind of confidence has that given the team?
A lot of confidence. I really think it shows our pitchers and our hitters and our defense really what we can do together when we play hard, and it really has given our team a lot of confidence that we can really compete with these bigger teams this year.
You had 3 pitchers combined for a no-hitter last week. You had a perfect game last year. How special has it been for you to watch those performances from right up front from third base?
It's really nice, especially when 2 of them are freshmen. They've really been doing their job and picked it up these last couple weeks and stuff. And the freshmen are doing really good, and Tori's holding her own too as a senior, and she's been a great leader for the younger 2 girls. And the pitchers have really just been solid this year. So.
Ashlee Robinson of the BYU softball team is on BYU Sports Nation. What's been the coolest thing that you've been involved in with BYU softball? Because you've had the perfect game. You've beaten the second-ranked team a couple times.
Yeah, those are all great. I think definitely the Oregon win was huge for us because the last 2 years that I've been here, we've gone to Oregon for regionals and we've come up short. So finally, it was really nice to see that we can beat this team and we can really beat good teams. So beating Oregon was huge to us.
Not many BYU athletes get to play in 4 different conferences.
This is just a weird setup for you guys.
You played in the Mountain West, and then in the WAC, and then in the
Pacific Coast softball conference, something,
whatever that was last year. And now you're in the West Coast Conference. What has that been like, transitioning and kind of juggling, playing different teams every year?
Yeah, it's given us a lot of diversity because we faced so many good pitchers, and we're getting to play against other teams and really just get that experience that the younger girls need and the veterans to also step up against all these different teams. It's really helped us get that experience.
And the West Coast Conference added softball this year. What's that been like playing in the inaugural year of softball in the conference?
It's pretty awesome, especially.
I guess second series starts tonight.
Yeah. It's been great. We've really just been trying to take it, a game, a day by day, game at a time, pitch by pitch, and really just continue to do what we do best, no matter who we're playing. So.
Ashlee Robinson, third baseman for the BYU women's softball team, is joining BYU Sports Nation with Spencer Linton and Jarom Jordan. During baseball and softball season, we discussed this right before we started the interview. You don't see Dillon a ton. How much of your relationship is conducted over social media and text messaging?
Definitely a lot, because I always follow his games on Twitter whenever I'm not playing, and he does the same with me. And we talk about the games with each other afterwards, but it's definitely weird not being able to see each other every day after the games, or just talking about it over the phone is usually what we have to do.
So we were talking about like Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of the day that you see each other.
Yeah, both our teams usually leave on Wednesday or Thursday, and we get back Sunday afternoon usually. So we have Monday and Tuesday before one of us leaves. We haven't had a week where we've both been home for a while. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I need to ask you about Candy as well. I know Netta Leahy used to be an assistant coach. You'd get on base, she'd hand you some candy at first base. Has that continued?
No, it hasn't.
No, it's over.
Yeah, House
over.
has her own way of getting us motivated to reach.
Kristen Delahousie.
Yeah, Kristen Delahousie.
What's better than candy to motivate?
I know.
But let's go back to that. What kind of candy was distributed, and was there a pecking order of how you got to first base to get a certain kind of candy, or was it your favorite candy? How did that work?
No, it was pretty much just whatever Netta had. It was usually Skittles or M&M's, something quick that you could pop in and not get too distracted on base with. So it was just something fast. So.
Like you're going to steal second, and you like choke on a Skittle or something.
Is that like a
how
sign
does that
though?
work?
Like if she hands you M&M's, it's like, okay, we want you to steal.
Like double steal, sacrifice fly.
I guess you can't do a hit and run in softball, can you?
Yeah. We always had fun with that because it's on TV and we would see it.
Yeah.
And then I'd ask Netta Leahy after, like, hey, what's up with the game? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, we can see you giving candy.
She tries to do it all sneaky, like behind you, but it's obvious.
Is there like lint on the candy ever, like coming out of her pocket, like
Yeah.
a gummy bear? It's so random. I want baseball to do that.
Can you
Mike
imagine Mike Littlewood?
I can't see Pratt or Littlewood doing that.
Third base, Mike Littlewood's like, steal home, dude. Here's a pack of Skittles.
What are we
Marshawn Lynch
talking
gave
about?
me these Skittles.
Oh, BYU senior, third base, Ashlee Robinson on BYU Sports Nation. BYU softball takes on Santa Clara tonight. You're into the West Coast Conference, the second series. Is there any special game plan for the Broncos tonight, or is it just kind of about what BYU does?
Yeah, just about what BYU does, just making sure that each girl does her part, and that's been our sort of theme for the year. Our coaches really have been harping on each girl just doing what they can, and if you do your own personal job, then that in the end will help the team win. So.
Gail Miller Field's interesting because sometimes you have a sun delay.
Yes.
The sun gets in you guys. Tell us about that.
It's pretty weird. It's really bad for left-handed hitters or for the catchers because it's right behind the pitcher, and so it's really hard to see the yellow ball sometimes because that sun gets so bright sometimes.
Speaking of the yellow ball,
yes.
When did this come into play? When
And
did
why
college
neon?
softball
Yeah.
decide to go with the neon yellow ball?
I don't know. I played with the white ball till I was about 10, and then when I was 12, it changed to yellow. And it's just been yellow ever since. It's just easier to see. And I still ask Dillon, I don't really know why baseball hasn't changed it, because it's so much easier to see for defensive players to react to the ball quicker, especially outfielders to be able to track the ball down better. So I personally like the yellow ball a lot better. When I play catch with Dillon, I hate receiving a white ball. I think it's so weird, but yeah, it's different, that's for sure.
Okay, Ashlee, I want some advice tonight. I want to do a good job. This is my softball play-by-play debut on BYU TV. Can you give me anything, special about yourself or about the team? Some good stories that I can tell?
Good stories.
Of one of your teammates. Like something that he could mention that they're like, how in the world did he know that?
Mackenzie St. Clair, second baseman, she has some of the weirdest sayings, and it cracks
Yes.
our team up.
Yes.
And
This is good.
she always says, do it for your country. She says, have swag, which is her swag.
Swag?
Yeah, swag. And she says, what's another one? She says sport ball. So before each game, you'll watch us in left field. She always says, I have a proposition. And she says, all in favor to play sport ball, say aye. And we all go, aye. And I don't know why. We do it every day. And she just has this torquey little thing that she loves doing. But it gets us laughing and relaxed, so it's good.
That's
Hashtag
good.
do it for your country.
Yes, do it for your country.
Whatever country you're from.
Yes.
Well, we'd love you to sign our Rise Up flag if you would.
Okay, of course.
And good luck tonight against Santa Clara.
Thank you so much.
8 Eastern, BYU TV.